my name is Bethany Herway and I'm the Glamorous Housewife. Today I'm going to show you how to make a basic cheese tray, and then I'm going to show you how to take it to restaurant level. So right here, as you can see, I have a basic cheese plate. What I did was I went to Whole Foods because there happens to be one just down the street, and they have a beautiful selection of cheeses. But you can always go to any grocery store, not the kind with the sliced cheeses, not that section. Usually they have, like in the deli, a nice little refrigerated area with beautiful cheeses like Brie or Gouda. Speaking of Brie, that was the first cheese that I picked. I like to pick 3 different cheeses because not everybody likes the same thing, but most people like a Brie. So I definitely start and always have a Brie. Plus it's one of my favorites. The second thing I do is I do a cheddar or maybe a Gouda. It's slightly more mild than the Brie. It's not as creamy, not as salty, and more people are used to it. The one I picked today is an apple smoked cheddar. Delicious. The third thing that I did was goat cheese. Sometimes I pick a soft goat cheese, but today I decided to change it up and I did a harder goat cheese. I really like the flavor of the goat cheese. It's got kind of a salty, earthy flavor to it. Now, that's basically how I present my cheese tray. I always have some fruit, usually some grapes, and then I will also have some nuts and crackers, or I will slice up some French bread and toast it and serve that with the cheese. It's especially good with the Brie. But what I really want to show you is what's right here in the corner. This is a Pear Brulee. Now it looks complicated, but it's actually quite easy. I got this idea when I was in Italy this past summer, and we were served, my husband and I were served a cheese plate, not unlike this one, and in the middle was sliced pear that they had added sugar and bruleed it. And so I ate a piece of cheese and I ate the piece of pear, and boom! It was like a taste explosion that blew my mind whole. It was amazing. So I was completely obsessed with this idea, came home, and this is how I figured out how to do it. So let me show you how. Move this. Alright. What you're going to need is a cutting board, a knife, and a pear. So you just start slicing. I like making kind of this teardrop shape. I think it looks pretty. They're about an eighth, the slices are about an eighth of an inch apart. Okay? You lay it out on your board. You grab some sugar. This is just your basic white sugar, nothing special. C&H. Sprinkle it on. And sometimes I jiggle it just to make sure it's flattened out. Then you break out what I like to call the flamethrower. Yeah! I bought mine at Sur La Table, which happens to be next door to my Whole Foods, and I think you can get these at Williams and Sonoma, or just look for it online. I think they're called torches or bruleers. So all you have to do is click down this button, kind of like a child safety, and then you press this black button in the back, and there you get some flame. So you just bring it here, just keep your hand moving. You don't want to burn anything. Just keep it moving. There you go. And it melts and toasts and bubbles and gets delicious. And that's it. Yeah, that easy. I've actually done this quite a few times. I've never managed to burn a pear because it's wet. It's kind of foolproof. Just make sure, you know, you've got plenty of clear space. It doesn't even burn my cutting board. But if it makes you feel better, you can do it on a cookie sheet, which is what I started on. And then you present it. So to eat it, the best thing to do is take a piece of cheese, take a piece of pear, and then I usually take a little bite of the cheese. This is the goat cheese. So good. And then a bite of the brulee pear. amazing. You get the creamy, salty, kind of savory flavors with the goat cheese, and then it's hit by the burst of fruit flavor and that tangy pear. Then you get the sweet caramelization of the sugars, and all the flavors combined are amazing. And that's it. So that is how I do my cheese trays and how I take it to the next level. For more information, you can always find me on my blog, www.theglamouroushousewife.com.